Eric Church is performing tonight. That's what all that foot traffic was. Yay! Football games, baseball games, concerts, all that stuff. Caused everything to get all backed up. And of course I forgot all about it happening tonight, so I'm like, yay. Alright, let's see here. Preheat to 400. Actually, you know what? I'll have this. This seems easier. 5.5 to 7.5 minutes. Yeah, I've got nothing going on tonight, but I've got, let's see here, today is Saturday, so this coming Wednesday, so 4 days from today, I'm providing my computer for a movie night. 3 days from today, I've got a doctor's appointment. Yay. But yeah, I've had more going on in the last 6 months when it comes to doctor's appointments than I've had in the past 5 years or so. So it's like, yes, I've got a doctor's appointment. Yes, it's to help me improve my health. But at the same time, it's like, it's getting really annoying just setting aside all the plans and everything that I have for all these different days just to go to the doctor to talk about stuff that I have been saying this last few times I've been to the doctor. But yeah, I've got doctor's appointments after doctor's appointments after doctor's appointment, it seems like. I had one maybe a week and a half ago. I've got another one this coming Tuesday, and then I've got another one at the end of the month. 3 this month. So, yay. Maybe eventually I'll record a little bit during these doctor's appointments, but I don't know. That's still a maybe. Also, I just realized, or not realized, remembered, I may or may not be meeting up with somebody. It all depends on free time and all that stuff, but I may or may not be meeting up with somebody either this coming week or this coming weekend. So at some point in the next week or so, I may be meeting up with somebody, possibly. If y'all think you know who it is, let me know in the comments.
These skies have a different light, white noise that keeps me up at night. I can't help but think back to you. I wish that I could find a face that I would recognize. I replay the memory of you. It's been hard, you know I wanted to stay, caught us off guard, but there was no other way. Did you wait? 'Cause I've been counting the days, and I'm calling up to say I'm coming home to you. I'm coming home to you. Ooh, ooh. I'm coming home to you. And I know that it's time overdue, but I'm coming home. I'm coming home to you. I'm coming home to you. Ooh, ooh. I'm coming home to you. And I know that it's time overdue, but I'm coming home. Hold on to my embrace this time, I promise it won't break. I'm hoping that things haven't changed. Life took us far apart, but it never took away my heart. Have you been holding it safe? 'Cause it's been hard, you know I wanted to stay, caught us off guard, but there was no other way. Did you wait? 'Cause I've been counting the days, and I'm calling up to say I'm coming home to you. I'm coming home to you. Ooh, ooh. I'm coming home to you. And I know that it's time overdue, but I'm coming
Oh, wow. Day number 3 where I've gotten at least an hour and a half worth of footage for the day. Wound up getting well over 2 hours today alone. On top of that, I think I pushed myself a little too hard yesterday. My body was hurting all day today. I was like sore all over. And for those of you who don't know, yesterday I went on what, I think it was yesterday. Yeah, it was yesterday. I wound up going on what was called a ghost tour, where they showed, basically they gave a little tour of basically a few different locations, Stone Arch Bridge, a couple of the mills around Minneapolis. Explained all of the stories with the child labor and all the deaths and all that stuff.
Flashback.
Dakota in particular had stories associated with the falls, believing spirits lived beneath it, both malevolent and benevolent. The major story kind of associated with it involved a warrior's wife. Upon finding out that her warrior husband had found a new wife for the family, she took her children and went over the edge of the falls, and where they washed up on the bottom side became a very important location. But the staff at the building here do report weird things happening, from windows and doors being shut, silverware and plates being knocked over, to just, if you're alone in a room, you feel like there's someone else in the building, like in your presence there. Now, at another location that we'll get to at another stop here, they were having a factory there that was rumored to have been employing, you could say, child laborers, and when they wouldn't show up for work or they got injured on the job, it was said they would wind up here at the soap factory, put into the soap. The company that actually ran the soap factory here still has a soap company and exists here in the Twin Cities region. I sent them an email a few weeks ago asking them if any of their products currently contain any children in them. They haven't responded yet, but when they do, I'll get that email out to you guys there. But since then, this has been kind of our most active spot on the tour, especially in these top windows. We've seen a lot of different orbs and kind of weird spirits there. For a long while, every time I gave one of these tours, one of the windows along the ground here would be broken, at least in one way. A lot of workers took them up on the completion of the bridge here. In 3 years it took, there was only one fatality. A worker was on one of the footers riverside. During the winter time, he fell into the water. His co-workers promptly pulled him out, but he still succumbed to pneumonia. James J. Hill, though, was adamant about not wanting to pay out to the widow, going to whatever lengths that he could. If you go to the archives in Minneapolis or St. Paul, pull up this gentleman's death certificate, under cause of death listed, you will see a, quote, lack of valor there. A good way to get some bad juju there. Now, the construction of the bridge, the main 2 places it got its stone from was a quarry in southern Minnesota, as well as what would have been an island pretty much roughly behind us on the other side of the bridge. This place was called Spirit Island in the Dakota. This is where that woman with her children washed up upon when she went over the falls, and it became a sacred burial ground for some noted Dakota leaders. To the makers of the bridge, it was a great nearby source of limestone. I think regardless of any culture or context, if you use someone's sacred burial grounds for your construction in the bridge, you're just asking for something bad to happen on there.
End of flashback.
And all I have to say is there are some pretty interesting stories. There's some pretty interesting stories on what's happened just in Minneapolis. That does not count everything that's happened everywhere else in Minnesota. Morbid as it is, I've heard stories of, like, yesterday alone, I heard stories of people hanging themselves in buildings. I heard stories of people jumping off bridges or falling into freezing water and getting, like, pneumonia and stuff. So if you guys think that kind of stuff, if you guys think that stuff is interesting, go check out yesterday's video. It's definitely well worth it. People are still getting out of the Eric Church concert. It's 12:30 a.m. right now, and people are still getting out of that Eric Church concert that happened tonight. I don't know if you can hear any of the cars honking, but people were starting to, I was on my way home at about 5 o'clock. Might have been 6, I don't know. So at least 6 hours ago, I'm just going to say that. It's been at least 6 hours and people are just now leaving the area. And I have a feeling that's going to go on for quite some time. Having said that, I'm going to get to editing. I'm going to get to sleep. Hopefully I get a good night's sleep. Hopefully I wind up getting in a better mood tomorrow. Hopefully I continue getting lots of footage. And hopefully I can get enough stuff to make it a better video than what I had today. I'm still kind of working on getting everything set up with meeting with somebody else. So if you guys have any ideas on who that might be, let me know in the comments section down below. As you can probably tell, I am really super tired. I just want to get my butt to bed. Be sure you give the video a like, subscribe if you haven't, hit that bell notification. I do look forward to seeing all of you in the next video, whenever that is.